Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a fuel mileage update video and a fuel additive video. Okay, bottom line up front, still getting phenomenal fuel mileage. But I did something different with this trip. This past weekend, on Friday, I decided to add Arch Oil AR 6500 just to see if that would make a difference. And then on my return trip from South Carolina, instead of topping off before I made my trip back, the time I drove in South Carolina combined with the trip home, and I set the cruise to 75 miles an hour just to see if there would be any mileage difference. And sure enough, there's a huge mileage difference. But we'll get into that. So, on the 18th of February, right, you see here, this was a regular highway run, which means it was basically pump to pump, right? That's typically what these are. There might be some like minor city driving because you gotta get from the gas station to the highway, so there's gonna be a couple stop signs or a couple stoplights or whatever, right? It's not like I can fill up right before I get on the highway and do that drive all the way down to another gas station right off the highway without making a few stops, right? But anyways, it's the highway trip and cruise set to 65, but this time I added Arch Oil AR 6500. Now, I ran this truck total of like, I don't know, 16,000 plus miles without any additive. No additive. And I still don't think I need any additive because I don't have a CP4, which is great. I don't have to worry. But I decided to add a Arch Oil AR 6500 mainly because I have a lot of Arch Oil left over. I have a lot of Arch Oil and Hot Shots. For my previous Ford, I had to have that stuff to make sure the pump was lubricated to help maintain the life of the pump. But with the Ram, I don't need it. I don't use it. But I decided to see, hey, would it make a difference? And no, it didn't. Look at this highway run, right? On the 18th of February, I got 25.5 miles to the gallon with Arch Oil. It made no difference. The previous highway run, okay, maybe it gave me a mile and a half better because I got 24 the weekend before that. But the weekend before that, I got 25. As a matter of fact, we keep going back a little bit. Let's go to the 4th of February. I got 26 miles to the gallon. Let's go back to the 13th of January. I got 27 miles to the gallon, all without fuel additive. So, did Arch Oil increase fuel mileage? The answer is no. And by the way, I added 4 ounces of Arch Oil. I think for Arch Oil AR 6500, it's 1 ounce per 10 gallons. I think. So I added 4. A little bit more, right? Because the fuel tank's, 31 gallons, right? It didn't do anything. Now, did it smooth out like the diesel knock, the diesel noise, right? The typical diesel engine sound? Yeah, it did. It smoothed it out, and it ran a little bit quieter, I guess. But did it help with fuel mileage? Because it's supposed to raise cetane, right? And it's supposed to help create a cleaner burn. Well, to get better fuel mileage. Well, this result is no. Didn't do that. But, the Cummins already gets really good fuel mileage because it's straight 6. So, not really worried about, adding fuel additive to make any difference. To be honest, I think the only way it would make any difference, trying to get better fuel mileage, one, it's, the speed that you drive. But two, if there was an 8-speed or 10-speed behind the Cummins, I think that would help significantly. I mean, it's already getting great fuel mileage, but an 8-speed or a 10-speed would definitely help. Now, I'm not going to add Arch Oil again, right? So I'm not going to. But I am going to add Hot Shots a little bit later. So when I get to about 20,000 miles, so that's in a little less than 2,800 miles from now. So when I get to 20,000 miles, I'll try Hot Shots, and we'll see if that does anything. I don't know. So, and the reason why I'm going to wait a few thousand miles is because I'm just going to kind of, just let the truck run on regular diesel for a few thousand miles, and then try again with Hot Shots Everyday Diesel, and we'll see if that makes a difference. But remember, my highest recorded fuel mileage was 30. Again, was that a fluke? Maybe. Um, I haven't been able to achieve it again since. I'm curious. As a matter of fact, let me see here. Hold on here. Let's pull up because this is this is now 2020, right? So I mean 2022. Let's go back. This is 2021. The fuel mileage report. I hit 30 miles to the gallon. Okay, hold on here. Let me see if I can. Well, guess that's not gonna work. But it looks like I hit 30 miles to the gallon on 23rd of December. Hold on here. I have an idea. Aha, there we go. All right, so I hit 30 miles to the gallon on the 23rd of December. Again, was that a fluke? I don't know, maybe. But I mean, if you look back, I mean, look at this. I got 28 miles to the gallon on the 10th of December. Let's see here, 28 miles to the gallon on the 3rd of December. So, I mean, the truck can indeed achieve really good fuel economy without the use of fuel additives. So, yeah. If it would make a difference, I would have to, I mean, for it to, prove that it does help fuel economy, my truck would have to achieve over 30 because my truck's already hit 30 without fuel additives. So we'll see, and when I get to 20,000 miles and I add a few ounces of, now with Hot Shots, their formulation is a little different, right? The ratio to fuel is different. It's 1 ounce per 25 gallons. So technically I only need like 1.5 ounces for my Ram, but I'm going to add 3 ounces. We'll just kind of see what happens. So I will do that, and I will report back. That'll be, in a few weeks, give or take. But yeah, so that's the update. That's the fuel mileage / fuel additive experiment. It didn't do anything. And oh, by the way, this one right here, this the 21st of February, my return trip back from South Carolina. This is mixed driving, right? So I filled up at it's off exit 87 off highway 20. There's a Love's fuel truck stop there that I fill up at. And this trip from North Carolina to South Carolina, I got 25.5 miles to the gallon that I filled up, and then I didn't fill up again until the 21st of February. So I did some city driving combined with my highway trip back, and I had the cruise set at 75, and let me tell you, speed makes a difference. Speed makes a difference. So this is pretty clear. So, but I did have some mixed driving in there too. So, but anyways, that's it for this video, and we will see y'all in the next.